Square roots on the bottom, functions on the top. This equation looks like a math teacher's nightmare, but there is a hidden symmetry that 99% of students completely miss. If you can solve for x in your head right now, you are a genius. But for the rest of us, here is the one-step trick to solving this. First of all, let us eliminate the square root of x by squaring both sides. Doing that, we are going to have square root of x all to the power of x factorial all squared equals 27 raised to the power 2. That's right. According to the law of indices, 2 multiplies x. We have square root of x squared times x factorial equals 27 squared. Don't let us forget that square root always eliminates square. Therefore, we'll be left with x to the power of x factorial equals 27 squared. What do we do from here? Notice that 27 is a perfect cube. It means that we can express 27 as 3 to the power of 3. Let us do that. We will have x to the power of x factorial equals 27 be written as 3 to the power of 3 all squared. Moving further, we have x to the power of x factorial equals, don't forget the law of indices, that's the power law of indices, the power of a power. 2 will be multiplying 3 to give us 3 to the power of 6. Notice that x has a factorial and we have a power of 6. What we're going to do here smartly is to try and express 6 as a product of numbers, because factorial is defined as the multiplication of the precedent of a number. Therefore, we try to write 6 as a product of its precedents. Rewriting this, we have x to the power of x factorial equals 3 to the power of, rewriting 6, we have 3 times 2 times 1. Correct. 6 is the same thing as 3 times 2 times 1. Also, notice that 3 times 2 times 1 is also the factorial of 3. We can rewrite 3 times 2 times 1 as 3 factorial. Hence, by rewriting this, we'll be left with x to the power of x factorial equals 3 to the power of 3 factorial. Brilliant. This is the symmetry we are talking about. From here, what do you notice from here? You notice that our solution is actually very obvious from here. Why? Because we have x to the power of x factorial, then we have 3 to the power of 3 factorial. Then by direct comparison, we're going to see that x equals 3. Correct. At first, it looked like forbidden math at the start, but once you neutralize that factorial, the symmetry takes over. If you enjoyed this blend of radicals and exponents, hit the like button and subscribe to Atomus Maths for your regular dose of math puzzle. I'll see you in the next challenge. Goodbye.